The Magic keep it going 3 in a row in Crescent City, defeating the New Orleans Pelicans 117-108. What is up, second cousins? It's good to be here with you. It's good to be here with you, Jay. Tonight, a big win. We had dropped three in a row, right? And it was a sketchy win against the Trailblazers. Really needed this. I mean, the last time we played the Pelicans, we were together, Jay. It was Court Cousins night.
Yeah.
Just a couple weeks ago, not long ago.
Fun fact.
Yeah. Paulo, another monster game. I mean, in that game that we witnessed for the second annual family reunion of the second cousins, Paulo had a triple-double. Tonight, he has 32, 6 and 4. I mean, he was a little bit of everything. He was really aggressive getting to the hoop. He hit a couple threes, but really just getting to the cup. He goes to the line 13 times, Jay, and more importantly, knocks down 10. He's been a 70, this year he's shooting 71% from the charity stripe. So a night when Paulo gets there 13 times, knocks down 10, if he has more games like that in the future, it's going to be a problem. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
What was the big storyline of the night for you, man?
So, I mean, I'm going to, go right out. I didn't really make any points. I just figured, it was a pretty good game overall. I figured we just talk about it, kind of free flow with the conversation. But, So I'm going to follow up with what, we talk about Paulo. It's kind of funny because the first few minutes of the game,
little sketchy.
You would have never been able to tell that he was going to have that kind of night. Mm-hmm. I literally tweeted. I was like, "Yo, what's up with our boy? What's going on?" And fun fact, I've been a little bit drained this week. It's been a long week for me. So plus allergies kicking my butt still. It seems like it's a never-ending thing every single episode. It's funny, but so I kind of fell asleep a little bit.
You got to get the non-drowsy allergy relief, my man.
So I woke up probably like right after the halftime, and I missed the second quarter.
Okay.
So it looks like during the second quarter was when Key kind of like set the tone where he was like doing his. I went back, watched the highlights or whatever. He was dunking. He was in there, right? Mm-hmm. I need somebody that can get into the game with like a recorder and record all the sound bites, because like we can hear him through the commentators like mics and everything, and it's crazy. Yeah. I hear him all the time, and it's gotten to the point where I know it's him now, because he'd be like, "Oh, he that's him." You hear that anytime you watch the game.
He's very demonstrative as he gets to the rack. That's a big man. Yeah. It's hard to stop a freight train like that. It's hard. But like to your point, he had 10 points in the second quarter. I think that led all Magic scorers. Yes, 10 points in the second quarter. And another
definitely set the tone on that around that time frame. Nah, you good.
Another freight train that did get stopped though, again, was Zion Williamson. 15 points, only 7 of 16 from the floor. He got into foul trouble and never really saw the floor very much in the fourth quarter. And the Magic have given the Pelicans fits, and Zion in particular, just kind of blitzing them with the physicality, with the length. You feel like, because Zion's such a big presence, and when they do have Brandon Ingram out there and Jonas Valanciunas, you feel like they're a big team, but Zion's only like 6'6". He's huge, but he's not tall. So the Magic really took advantage of that. There was some really beautiful big-to-big passing tonight. Really nice pass from J.I. to Moritz.
Shout out to Moritz. Moritz was very essential tonight for sure.
Absolutely. 18 points from the big man. 18 points. Are you kidding me? Where's my German flag? I'm playing a German song that you can't hear right now.
I can hear it.
Oh, you can hear it?
Yeah.
There you go. So, according to some German second cousins out there, that's like a good German drinking song. So
hey, that's good.
That one's for you.
Yeah, Lawrence. Man. He definitely killed it tonight. Man, I'm just happy to see. To be honest, overall, it was a good game. Better than the last few for sure. We slowly started doing stupid things to let them kind of come back. We had a high lead and things starting to get a little scrappy, and
Right.
not to mention, so I found an interesting thing. I shared it on my Facebook. I'll share it with you so you can see it if you haven't seen it. But somebody shared basically a report about like all of the calls that have potentially been wrong,
I saw
like
that.
per
The
team.
the 2 minute report, which reviews all calls in the last 2 minutes of a game, I believe. And the Magic were what, like 3 on that? So
22 wrong calls.
yeah.
Whatever that standing is, but I don't.
But
22 wrong calls, man. That's
yeah.
insane if you really think about it.
It
Like,
doesn't seem that crazy in 76 games. 22. So like in a third of
calls.
the games, they're getting one missed call in the last 2 minutes. I
Think
feel like
about it
that.
this way. Think about the games that have potentially cost, like, have been costed to us by a bad call.
Sure, maybe. I
We
guess,
would
but
have we would
there's
have hit that 50-win mark.
yeah, I don't think it would give you 5 wins. I think that's a little overstated. I think, you know, what really can hurt us is some of the ways that we execute down the stretch. Like you said, like
I'm just gonna look at you like that and be like, really?
no, I mean, like the last two shots, or not the last two shots, but two of our last possessions with about a minute left, and we're up by 8 or something like that, right about there. It was just
Yeah.
kind of Paulo iso ball, which I mean he's great and he's cooking that night, but our strength is in movement of the rock on the offensive side of the ball. I don't love down that stretch possessions just straight up iso ball with Paulo. I mean he gets a travel, then we get lucky, we get bailed out. They turn the ball over, CJ McCollum, and then he comes down and it's like a bad kind of fadeaway shot. And I'd like us to work the clock a little bit more, like work the rock around, get some
Yeah.
better looks. If it wasn't for us, our tenacity on the defensive side, and honestly some mental errors from the New Orleans Pelicans, they could be right back in this game, and we could be talking about this very, very differently.
Yeah. There was a lot of technicals that were handed out that kind of like
5 for them.
secured our kind of like our win right there. Those
Yeah.
last like few minutes for sure.
And
That was
26
insane.
calls for them overall
They
on the game.
they ejected 2 players like
Yeah.
literally right at the end. So
Yeah. No, I mean, for me, we pulled away here. I like that we came out with, a mission after third quarter, because there's a lot been said,
it was a really good third quarter,
right.
and we usually have really bad third quarters.
Exactly.
So I'm happy for that.
So us to come out, I don't know, it was like 8-0 run, 11-0 run, something like that in the beginning of the fourth quarter or third quarter. That was huge. We win that quarter 33-21 by 12 points, and that is a little bit more than the difference in the game. So that was huge. And another thing that was huge, if Peach were here, he would say the plus minus player of the game, Jonathan Isaac, again, just playing larger than his minutes, plus 14 in 22 minutes. He came out so hot, hitting a three, then blocking a shot. He had 7 points in the first half, a block, a few rebounds. He was massive. He only ends with 8. I was expecting more. I bet on his over 10 points, and I was like, ooh, right when he comes out, hits a three, and then he hit another bucket. I was like, it's money in the bank, baby. 7 points in the first half. Just give me 3 more. Didn't. But
yeah,
still.
you just had to hit the sore spot, didn't you? You
What?
want to talk about the bets?
Oh, okay. What happened with
Bro.
you tonight?
Just put it like this, all right? I'm gonna jump the gun, right?
Okay.
We're gonna get hot right now. Gary Harris, where you at, bro? Where you at? Cooked all my parlays, bro. I bet for Gary Harris to get 7 points. This dude played 30 minutes and got me 0. What?
I mean, I don't know who's cooking who. You're over here betting on Gary Harris. He's gonna knock out some shots. He's gonna get a couple looks, but you're right. He was a shadow tonight.
He could score 6 points, bro. Come on.
He was in there. He was playing defensively, but yeah,
In his defense,
it's really tough to bet on this team.
It wasn't just him. Yeah, it really is.
It's tough because you don't know. It's a Moritz Wagner game tonight. I didn't know that. I thought it was going to be another JI game because he's been hot. But
right?
Moritz comes out of nowhere with 18. You know.
I thought Suggs was going to score 12 points, and I mean, obviously we know Suggs plays football, right? C.J. McCollum.
Yeah.
This doesn't mean fucking tackle the dude. Come on, man.
Yeah. Yeah. No,
let's talk about that.
I had Jalen Suggs over 3-pointer. Oh, I had him 3-pointers or more. You know, it's tough. Like this team.
Nah, they defended him, but dude, C.J. McCollum,
he was cooking tonight though.
Did you see that?
Oh yeah.
Did you see what I'm talking about? He's straight.
Was that Herb Jones? It was like two dudes that he was trying to go between.
No.
Trey Murphy.
CJ McCollum literally raised his hand and everything. Everybody was going nuts. They were like, "Yo, you guys are not." I was like, "Yo, is Mosley not going to review that?"
When they called CJ McCollum Suggs for the travel.
Yes.
Yeah. That hit was nasty because C.J. McCollum reached in and kind of like got him off balance, and then I don't know who it was, Trey Murphy or Herb Jones, like hit him in his freaking kidney as he was going down to the floor, and it's a travel. It's like that was tough to take, and then I think he goes down the other side and commits kind of a dumb foul. I remember that being a little bit of a swing point in the game where I was thinking, oh shit. Are the emotions getting a little too high? Are these young guys letting it get away from them? But they did a good job reining it back in, keeping their heads cool, letting
shout out to Mose
prevail. Yeah,
Mose pulled them away.
Yeah,
for sure. Yeah. We had some help. You know, I don't know if you guys did you listen. Are you able to hear the Bally Sports broadcast?
Yeah, I'm listening to Jeff and David. Okay, the best.
Yeah. So. Of course. So if you could hear there was like some Magic fans sitting behind them.
Yeah.
It was like 4 minutes into it. They were like, play the song. It was just funny. Yeah.
You know, just a good Magic win. If we could shoot 40% from beyond the arc every night, I will take that shit to the bank. It doesn't happen often, 100%. But I think that's about the right amount of 3-point shots, right around 30. We go 13 for 32. They shoot a little bit better from beyond the arc percentage-wise, but we win the boards. We just barely win the paint, and that's our game. We want to slow it down. We want to muck it up. We want to get to the line. Again, what was the free throws? We shot 30 free throws. They shot 28, though. And they honestly shot a better percentage to us. But if we're going to get to the line 30 times, that's pretty damn good. And we played our game. We wore them out. Our size is really frustrating for some of these teams, and now we find ourselves we're still in 4th place, right ahead of the Knicks now, and we're a half game up on them. Actually, we weren't right before this game. Well, we did because of the tiebreaker, but I think we were tied. Now we're a half game up on them. It's tough for the Pelicans, man, because they lose that game. They're down in 6th now. And right behind them, a half game behind them, is the Sacramento Kings and the Phoenix Suns, who are playing right now. I think the Phoenix Suns are beating the Cleveland Cavs last I looked. So let's go Suns, baby. And then the Lakers are right there. I mean, the West is so freaking tight. If the Pelicans without Brandon Ingram drop another game, like they could find themselves in 9th place real quick in the play-in.
Yeah, it's tough, man. But given the way the standings are currently,
yeah,
they don't survive the first round regardless. I think if they stay with, you know, in the 6th position and the Thunder stay in the 3rd position, man, that's not a matchup that the Pelicans want to see.
Yeah,
my opinion,
probably
right?
Not. I mean, I guess if you're
first round,
yeah, but if you're these teams, it's probably the team you want to see most because they have the least experience. You don't want to see the Clippers. You don't want to see the Nuggets. You don't want to see the Mavericks, who could get up there.
I think we're all right with seeing either the Clippers or the Mavericks. Like if I was a Pelicans fan, you know, I'm over here talking like I'm, you know, I'm like, right. Oh, all right.
Maybe the Clippers because they can be injured and shit.
Dude,
yeah.
And the dude who wore the Pelican hat at the Kia Center that night.
Those are bad. They look like
throw
turkeys.
That shit away.
Yeah. But the Magic could be.
Fun fact.
Oh, I'm bad. Go for it.
Paolo is the first 21-year-old in franchise history with double-digit 30-point games since.
Wow.
Who?
Um,
Just take a guess.
so first 21-year-old with double-digit 30-point. With you, so he had 10 of those this year.
I guess
So
today was
I
his
would
10th
say
one. So
probably got to be Dwight, right? That's the most
nope.
recent. Does it go back farther than that?
Yeah.
Fuck. I mean, then does it go? How old was T Mac when he
Well,
came? He was
yeah.
older than that.
It was T Mac.
It was T Mac. All right. We got damn yo. Every time that we
It's all
wasted
good. It's
T
all
Mac.
good.
We need an apology. We need to apologize to T Mac, man. The front office.
Public service
I
announcement.
need to go back and just like look at all those moves because I wasn't, as astute on the business of basketball back then. I was just a young buck myself. But just thinking back on some of those teams that were around him, I mean, they were bad. There were some bad fucking teams. And then they traded away Mike Miller, who would have been great spacing around him. I don't know why that happened, but man, that was T-Mac's prime, and he deserved better teams than that, man. That was sad.
Gotta kind of dig around and find out. Yeah, it's not
Wasn't
fun.
great.
Somebody who probably knows is the mailman.
The mailman knows.
That's his era. Yeah.
There you go. We'll have to get him on. Check out. He was on episode 63, the Orlando episode, or the Orlando episode. I did change the thumbnail, but I originally put it up as Orlando. Go check out that episode. We've got Dozen with the Second Cousin. Interviewed a bunch of second cousins, including your lady, Erica. She was on there. We got a vlog of the whole trip, and it's just a great episode, so check that out. That's posted now. We play again, Friday? Who do we play?
We play
Charlotte Hornets,
on Friday against the
Friday against the Hornets, and then Sunday against the Bulls.
Oh, in Charlotte.
Right.
Yeah, I'm thinking of the next home game, Sunday against the Bulls.
Yeah. It gets tough here because Joel Embiid did just come back. So we got the Hornets, the Bulls, the Rockets, who are streaking right now, the Bucks, the Sixers, and the Bucks to end out the year. And
we end the season with the Bucks. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, that's interesting because they're only a game up on the Cavs right now. So if that's still the case, they're probably going to be playing their dudes. They're not going to be resting their people. That could be a tough game unless seeding is more set and settled by that. Maybe that last game, both teams are kind of sitting some guys. I'll see what it would be. But this is going to be a make it or break it stretch for the Orlando Magic. We got to beat the Hornets, Bulls, Rockets. Those are really winnable games. If we can go three wins out of these next 6 to end the season, that would be awesome. And let's bring on the playoffs, baby.
Let's get it. All right, hot seat time.
Really? Oh, you got hot seat. I didn't think you were prepared.
Let's get it. Oh yeah,
okay.
Let's see.
All right, real quick, and then we got to get out of here.
All right, so let's do this. Who do we beat, and who do we lose against in the playoffs with the current standings?
Oh, okay. What do you mean with the current standings? Like if we were in our brackets, so the Knicks. The Knicks are jacked up right now.
Who do we beat and who do we lose against? I want this stamped so that way when we play, we can bring out some receipts or whatever. That's the whole.
We talked a lot about this on episode 63.
You did. Okay.
With people in the interviews, because that's one of the questions we asked. Are you asking of like the possible potential first round people who I think we'd beat and who we'd lose to?
Yes.
Right now we could potentially play like Cleveland, New York, or Miami/Indiana, although that's highly unlikely. It's more likely that
let's simplify
Cleveland
the question a little bit.
Okay.
I got you. Let's simplify the question.
Yeah.
Who do the Orlando Magic play?
Yeah.
That we can advance to the second round in.
I at least want to play. The thing about like having the fans in the arena is the kind of wild card here, because as nicked up as the Knicks are, as injured as they are, that's great for us right now. I don't want to see Donovan Mitchell, to be honest. Like, I don't love the length of Jarrett Allen talking about Wendell Carter and the Sharman TP aisle. That's been a lot of it been made there. He had a solid game tonight, but I don't like that inside. And I don't want any part of Jimmy Butler, so I don't want to see the Heat. Definitely don't want to see the Heat. Give me the Cavs, I guess. In an ideal world, we could play the Pacers, but give me the Cavs out of those 3 teams. I'll take it, so we get some mojo in the arena in the Kia Soul Center. I feel like we'd be able to do that. Although
so the Cavs, that's what you want.
Yeah, I guess so. If we go to 3 though, then we'd play 6, which would be Miami. So it could be the Pacers. That's who I would really want. The Pacers is who I really want because they don't play defense. And since the All-Star break, Tyrese Halliburton has not been that great. Who would you want to see of those 4 teams? Pacers, Miami,
Honestly,
New York,
it's
or
a bit
Cleveland?
it's a bit personal for me. I want to see New York.
Okay, you want to bring it.
We need to see New York, and well, you talking about bringing it. I don't think they're the better team in like some of those things playoff wise, right?
Yeah.
In my opinion, right? I don't sit there and watch all the New York games, but I'm not sitting there relying on Jalen Brunson to drop 50 or 60 points every game to pull away with these playoff wins. It's a whole different it's a whole different game. He's gonna get. I just don't see it happening, right? But it's personal because I got a lot of people that I know from New York and whatnot, and every single time, dude, we beat them like 3 times this year. The one time we lose, like I wake up the next day, my phone is blown up. Hey, what happened to your Magic? I thought they was good.
My homie who's living with me right now too is a Knicks fan, but yeah, let's bring him on. Let's bing bong all over those bitches. And with that, y'all, I'll see you later, second cousins.
Bing bong.